just for those that couldn't make it.
Okay, fantastic.
But thank you, everyone. So for everyone who doesn't know the amazing Lou, Lou was Australia's first national vice president and has been with Arbonne for 11 or 12 years. Is that right?
11, I think.
11 years. And is in the top, well, what's all your accolades? Earned millions of trips, in the top 5 income earners, in the $1 Million Club every year. What else am I missing? Everything. She's amazing, and we're really, really excited to have Lou join us from the Gold Coast to share some great things. I think she's learnt and over at the MVP retreat you just had.
Well, thanks, Shane, and that's lovely. Thank you. And I can have to say, like, it's been a decade now, being in Arbonne, and I have to say, it's kind of one of those things now where the business is at today feels very new to even when I first started. Like, it's because if we look at business in general, for any company, every company has had to kind of nearly reinvent itself, hasn't it? Like with technology and their branding, the way they do things. Like it really is quite it's just very different. And I think too, because we have complete new ownership with our corporation, with a fantastic family company, is that they run a business slightly differently as well. And they've got a lot of resources behind them, like they're multi-billion-dollar ownership. So we have a lot of resources behind us. And so coming into this now, to me, it actually feels very, very new. And we're coming into 2020, which is so exciting. And what we've been doing, and Shane and myself today, along with 10 of our other Momentum Mover vice presidents, have all come together today and really shared what that new is and how we're all moving forward, because it is time to be able to do that. And yeah, so there's a lot to work with, and really working now between now and the end of the year is really critical to the way you want 2020 to look for you. And you'll see it a lot on Momentum Movers. I talk about having, the vision goggles on, and that's really one of the key, is that in all of us, it is so important to put those vision goggles on, because anybody anywhere in the world, it doesn't matter what any human being's doing, everybody has to find a way to it's like we've got a ghost online.
I know. I'm trying to mute the ghost. I know who it is.
I don't know who that is, but it's like
it might be.
It really just completely.
I think it's Renee.
It's my camera. I don't know what's going on, but I'm like, ooh.
Talking ghost.
Sorry, ladies.
Oh,
good. No problems.
I've had a huge day, so that just cracked me up, because we've been very busy, haven't we, Shane?
Yeah.
We've just had two of the most explosive days with the corporate team, and Linda Parker, who's one of the world's leading MVPs and 6-figure income bracket per month sort of thing. But really putting together where we're going, and that's what we've been working together as a vice president team for Momentum Movers, and that's all. I can share some of those things with you today as well. It's just knowing that you've got an incredible corporation behind you, you've got an incredible VP team behind you with your goals. So having that vision, you can afford to have that vision, because we have everything to back it up, and the tools and the products and everything to make it happen. Just before we get into, I just wanted to mention one thing that's happening in Arbonne, and I think it's an integral part to where 2020 is going, and to build your faith and trust in what you're doing in Arbonne, is that Arbonne's in the process at the moment to be accredited as a B Corporation. Has anyone heard of B Corporation and what that is? In a nutshell, what it is there's only 300 B Corporation accredited companies in Australia and New Zealand. That's it, 300. Worldwide, there's only 2,500 of those companies. And what this is, it's an accreditation it's a grueling process. Like, I mean, grueling. It's rigorous and it's in depth. And the whole concept behind it is to give these companies special accreditation, which shows that they're putting sustainability, the community, their customers, and for us, consultants as well, their employees, and the environment over and above profit. And that's what we're going for. So can you imagine, because we're right in the middle of doing that, when we get this B Corporation, when we talk to people, to be able to say that we're a B Corporation, tell me, guys, on the chat, what do you think that's going to do to the business, to your business? What's that going to do for your confidence in selling this opportunity? Just tell me on the chat there what you think that will do. Yeah, you're right, Natalie. It's going to skyrocket everything. Makes you even more proud. You're right. Makes you very proud to be able to share that opportunity, doesn't it? Do you feel it like it just gives you a sense of confidence? Amazing to share with others, build the business. Justine's just said should take us even further. More confidence and knowledge in what Arbonne's all about. And this is what we want and that's what I think is when you're setting a big vision, it's knowing that you can have the confidence and the backing of that vision to be able to see it through. So that's really important. Okay, so a part of 2020 first, of course, knowing what you want next year, but we actually start today, 2020, and we need to see November out and we need to get momentum going. So we're going into December because we want to get everything in place, get things moving, get confidence build, competency build up so that you can really strive for Vietnam. Tell me, who wants to go for Vietnam? Who's in for that one? Although now I think you've got a different one, Natalie, that you go for. Do you know what that one is yet? They haven't released it. Well, it'll be brilliant anyway for AIT. So, but just let me know on the chat, guys, who's really keen about Vietnam? Like, is this something that's, okay, Catherine, fantastic. Keen as mustard. You've shown the video. Fantastic. Who's actually looked at the video a couple of times and seen what it's all about? And now tell me a little bit about how you feel, made you emotional. How do you feel about going for that? Like, does it feel scary to set a goal like that? How do you feel? What's it make you feel like when you think, wow, what can I do? Excited? Justine, Megan, let us know where you're at. Renee?
Yeah, definitely excited. Got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, that's good.
But that's okay. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd love to go to Vietnam. I've never been to Vietnam, so that's even better.
And honestly, Megan, this is a place, and when you go to these events, Arbonne does it better than anybody. And I've been in the industry for a long time, over 30, 35 years, 36 years. And, worked corporate in some network marketing companies and a business previously. And no one has done it like this. No one gives the luxury. It's a very special. So when you go there, it's going to be something very special for you. All right. So we have just under 2 weeks to finish November, really strong, and then hit the ground running for December. So I think it's around about, how many days have we got? 12 days we've got left. And as Linda Parker said when we were in the meeting the other day, she said, you can be at 0 and achieve area manager in 2 weeks if that's what you really want. And it can happen. If you want to achieve going into district manager qualification or achieve DM this month, you can do that. So that's why this month's really important, so that you've got a lot happening. You've connected to a lot of people, you've got things into momentum, and you've got all the packs that are there. So that's the real key. Who feels confident? Who feels that they could set themselves a stretch goal for the next 12 days? Something that would stretch you that little bit more. Okay, now who have we got? So we've got Renee online, Natalie, we've got Barbie, Justine, Shane, and is that Cusco? Is that Cusco? Yep. Teresa, Justine, Catherine. Hi, Catherine. We've got a vase. Hi, Shelby. How are you? Nikki, Jessie, Amy, Karina, Stacey, and we've got Jess. Have I missed anyone? I've got Nikki, Steve, Emma, and Emma. That's wonderful. Now, there's a lot of you online right now, and there's only a couple people that are commenting and chatting. So I'd love you guys to chat back, because participating is a huge part of this. And I always say, what you do here, you'll do outside. So we want to move through the comfort zone and start declaring something. What would be something that would, a goal that would be a kind of like, it's just a good stretch. It would make you stretch in what you're doing. Get out of that comfort zone and move through it. Now, we can break that down to help you with November and what that's going to look like. But let's just have DM Qual. Well done, Emma. So we've got DM Qual from Emma. Okay, what's the stretch? Catherine, AM Qual. Woo, that's a nice big one there. You can do it. And Amy, AM Qual. Excellent. DM, well done, Barbie. Natalie, AM Qual. RVP bonus, well done. Yep, now I found the chat. That's great. Shelby, DM bonus, excellent. So we've got some good stretch goals in there. And who else? We've got Teresa, Justine, Karina. Fabulous. Anybody else? Have we left anybody out?
DM Qual.
DM Qual.
I'm the little shy one.
Yeah, that's great. We've got Nikki here into qualification. And that's right. We have Tracy's team on here as well. So welcome, girls.
Thank you.
Welcome to tonight's training. It's great. So this is what we really want to do, is to be able to see what we can do in 12 days. Show yourself what you're able to do in 12 days. So how can you bring through 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 QV? How can you actually do that? Or 10,000 QV? And we want to be able to break that down as much as we possibly can. So Shane, if you've got a piece of paper there for that, and let's do some strategy, huh? You and I go through some of that and some ideas about how to do it. Sure. Because if you can race to the finish line for November, you will feel so excited about December. Now, December, you're going to see some incredible new packs coming out. You're going to see some new products. You're going to see some incredible stuff that is strategically put together for your business. So whatever you achieve this month, but in no way possible is to think that, oh, I won't be able to finish it in December. Let me tell you, December is packed to the rafters with everything we need. And, you know, we've brought through new regional vice presidents in November and December and January. We've brought through new national vice presidents in this time. And we want to get our mindset strong before we go into that 2020. And for Tracy's team that's also on here, we are talking a lot about 2020, and that's 2020 vision and getting those vision goggles on. But let's get into activity. And when you get into activity, there's something really special about it that happens. When you're into activity, into action, what it shows other people is you believe in what you're doing. Action means you have belief. That's what action truly means. And that's what other people are actually looking at. They're watching you do that. Taking action shows others your belief. Now, there's lots of things that can attack your belief. There can be some people around you. It can be your own mind. Normally it's ourselves more than anything. But that's normal. Just because we have a belief that you're going to push through this and you're going to stress, it's also just normal to expect the doubts or whatever that's going to come up for that. But action is evidence of belief. And your action, you need that for your own mind to be able to share that with you. Okay, so anything that you've got that we learned this the other day. It was actually Joel that gave a training. And Teresa, did Joel do a training at the area manager, Linda's husband?
Yeah, he sure did.
He did. Did you do the parachute?
Yes, he did.
He did. Fantastic. It was very good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to explain this. So if I leave something out, Doug, you just fill in the blanks, all right?
Cool.
So Joel's a leadership coach and he's Linda's husband. And he talked about with our parachute, we're at the edge. So many of us walk to the edge, but we don't jump in. Right now, you're at the edge. You're in the aeroplane right now, and you're ready to step out, and you're ready to step into there, and you have to trust. And the trust and confidence is built in the free fall. That's where it's built. You're not going to get your confidence and trust on the plane because that's where you're nearly, shatting your pants in the plane, aren't you? That's where you're like, oh my God, no. That's the worst bit, isn't it? But once you jump and you're in the free fall, that's when it becomes, you think, okay, this is exhilarating. But we need to really be able to jump and trust that parachute is actually going to open for us. So anything else that he said on that, Teresa? He was talking about it, the jumping out of the plane. I think that was probably one of the belief is what opens the parachute.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think he sort of said, well, if we don't have belief, why would we even jump out of the airplane when we know we're going to land right back where we were? So he sort of talks about that base of what our thoughts and perception are. So, yeah, very interesting.
It is very interesting. And I think this is the thing is we want to make sure is just to know, I know how scary it is where you're at right now, but believe me, it's so much easier than jumping out of a plane. It really is. It's a lot better. I'd rather go to Nation and do this business which is so much easier than doing that. So you want to do that. And moving forward in what you're doing in your business right now, it's leaving the baggage behind. And I love what Joel had for this. He says, the thing about baggage, and I mean baggage along the lines of doubts, I'm not good enough, what will other people think of me? This hasn't worked out for me, I've done that before, or everybody else is better than me, or whatever that baggage is, we need to leave that on the plane. Otherwise you'll just fall straight to the bottom. It's not going to help you at all. And he says the only thing about baggage is it follows you only if you keep holding the handle. The thing about baggage, it only follows you if you keep holding the handle. So we've got to let go of the handle of doubt. Because this is new. This is such an exceptional time. And I honestly, and I know Teresa would be like this. It's hard to get the words out to explain like the experience that you've just had in the area manager retreat with everything and coming out of there. If you it's been able to trust what's coming ahead. But unless you've jumped out of that plane and you're going to stretch yourself and you're going to say, okay, I'm going to get into that activity, then therefore, you know, it's not going to happen. We have to get that into there. And the question is, are you holding the handle of any baggage? Are you holding that handle? If so, there's another thing. A lot of people will do this. There's two things. Firstly is we often think, well, wonder why I'm like that. Who wonders that? Who thinks, oh, I wonder why, oh, you know, I can't quite get into activity. I wonder why I'm so scared. Or you under that? Me and my bag so heavy. Well done, Emma. That's good. It's good to see that. It's really good. Does anyone else relate to that you're carrying this around with you? So we can sometimes end up in a very dangerous loop in the business, and it keeps us kind of spinning our wheels. We're asking, why can't I do it? Or I don't know what it is I want, or I don't know how to do things. So here's just 3 words that if you could take out of your vocabulary when it comes to Arbonne, and that is why. Stop asking why, because you won't get the answer. That answer you only get that answer once you've jumped out of the plane, not before. And the other 2 words is don't know. I don't know anybody. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know anybody. I don't know why I can't do this, or I don't know how to do this. Those 2 words have to go, because here's the thing. If I was to say to every single one of you now, if I pay you $1 million in 12 days time, if you've done, say, 10,000 QV, tell me, would you find a way to do 10,000 QV if you got $1 million check? Is that true? So what's holding you back? Tell me. Because you just all shook your head and said, for $1 million I can do it. But let me share one thing. It's worth more than $1 million. And I'll put my hand up to that. It's worth more. That's what you're throwing away when we carry the baggage of doubt and we listen to other people. And the more that we ask, why can't I do something? Or the more we say, I don't know anybody, I don't know how to do it, don't know why, the more that we do that, the more we push it away and we lose time. We lose time. We have to stop asking those questions and start getting into that. So that's where we want to go to now. So what I want to cover at this point, and it's something that we went through today and we're going to see a lot of. I sat for 6 hours yesterday, guys, because we had 2 days, full days in Sydney with the company and Linda. And there was just so much. And I came home and spent 6 o'clock yesterday morning till 12 o'clock yesterday and spent 6 hours working out strategy for the next 12 months with what we have to work with. And you're all business owners, and that's what we do as business owners, and that's what I suggest. You're the new era of business owners, and it's taking the time to plan things out for what you really want. But anyway, what I did come out of that with, and I must have it on here. I know. So I did you another sheet up. Did you see it, Shane?
Yeah.
Oh, good. It was a little bit clearer. It was a little bit clearer, and we actually have it all here. So, okay. So what we want to do is to be able to, at this point, just focus in on what's important for now, for 12 days, for that $1 million check. That's basically what we want to do here. So what can we do in these next 12 days? And I've got a few ideas, and I know Teresa would be oozing with ideas coming out of that AM retreat. Was it good or what, Teresa? Tell us just really quickly, what was it?
Blew my mind. it was like an AAC, GTC, but really targeted and just really drilled down to, I don't know, the nitty gritty, and just really targeted, I guess, to where we are in the business and what we need to do to get to the next stage. A lot around vision, belief, a lot around that. So that was really, really good. But yeah, just so many different speakers that just had so many great trainings, and yeah, you sort of take something out of every bit, but yeah, probably mostly around that belief and vision.
And you're right, because the thing that why there's a lot on belief right now is because everything's already there. And would you agree there's been a lot of training? You think about AAC. We just think about all the wonderful trainings that come in off the source. We see the trainings within our teams. Who feels that there's a lot of, there's really everything there that you need? You've got some of the best products on the planet. We've just got the best limited edition packs that are out there, which is great. We have it, don't we? Mm. So then what is it? What is it that we need? It's not training, it's action. And the best form of action that we can get into is, of course, getting in front of people. Now, as a bit of a clue to all this, is the key is to be able to have as many events as you possibly can. And I think for some of those events, Shay, I'm just trying to remember some of the ideas that we came up with today that were there. One of them I thought about the other day, which I want to implement, is shake it off November, shake it off December, or shake it off January. In other words, for the shakes, for people to start on the shakes. So we want to get as many people in there. We want to have things where people can join you, but everything's very easy and convenient right now. That's what we want to do more than anything. So if people don't want to have a workshop, there's lots of other things that they can have. I'm just going to find some of these notes. Shane, did you want to just add a bit more?
You mentioned there was somebody was mentioning like 40 shakes till Christmas. You know, lose weight before Christmas, have one shake a day.
I love that. 40 shakes to Christmas.
Yep, that's that one. Manage the damage. Was that for January?
Yeah, that's a good one for January. But you could really bring that in as much as like manage the damage. Like, hey guys, if you're all going out on your Christmas parties, let's manage the damage with some hydration sticks. They're the best hangover cure, by the way. Are they, Shane? Yep.
Are they, Lou? Do you get hangovers, to you?
I actually don't get any hangovers. I don't drink, so I had to just ask Shane.
Thanks, Lou. And throw in a fizz at the same time, a double whammy.
A fizz and a hydration and a shake, you know, so manage the damage. So this is a time that to be very creative with it, and, you know, and make it convenient. That's basically what Linda was saying as well. And another one is, like, if some people can't come to you to do a workshop or do a happy, healthy living, that sort of thing, or a makeup, then go to their lunchroom. Go to people where they actually are. And one really good idea is where the bosses, if you know any business owners, ask them if they'd like to buy gift vouchers for their staff, and you can go into the lunchroom and do a smoothie lunch. You can do a Friday Friday frenzy with fizzes, or I've got it here. I'm missing the thing. It's in there, but it's something to do with fizzes. A Friday frenzy fizz day, smoothie day, makeup and mimosas. You can. I've lost my piece of paper. Social by the pool. This is what they're doing in the US. A lot of the students love to do it. Do social by the pool, where they can have some fizz and have some shake. You can do all that sort of thing. And there's another really, really good thing that you can check out, and this is fantastic. One of our NVPs does this, Lucy Crichton, And if you go to your Instagram account later, hashtag 60dayglow. She nearly went to, like, this is a huge part for her to go nation. And Lucy just put together a simple pack with greens, Digestive Plus, Skin Elixir, and some fizz. And it was all about getting your glow on. And people just loved it. So you can check her out, how she's doing that. So that's another key thing. Make this fun as much as you can for people and make it easy for them to buy off you. So what we got here? Shake it off. Yep. 40 days, 40 shakes. That's 1 shake a day, which I think is great. Okay, let me just have a little look on here. Another great one is customer appreciation nights. So if you've got some people that can come over, they have a glass of wine. What they do in the US is they'll maybe have a glass of wine as well. They'll give them a flower, just a small flower, and their customers already, they can come in and see the Christmas gifts, come and see the new packs and things like that as well. So that's another idea that's there. I can see some more. Who else has some more ideas that they would like to, that they find's really working? Just going through this. I think I've covered most of those. One's in there.
You can even do some online workshops too.
Yes, online workshops.
On workshops, yeah.
Yep, I think that's really important. So the key to the volume at the moment especially is the packs. And if you have a look at those packs, roughly I think it's about 20 packs, and that gets you to around about, no, I think it might, 20 packs is around under the 5,000 QV mark. Has everyone seen the post that I put up there? Just have a
Are they the skincare packs, or are we talking 30 days to healthy living?
These are the packs that have all the limited edition that have just gone up.
Okay,
yeah.
I haven't seen them. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Have you got that there, Shane? All the figures are on our Facebook.
I think I might. Let me just see if I can pop that up.
I don't know whether you can pop that up onto here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main one that I think is important. So you could just work with what Shane's about to put up here now. You could work simply from these two forms. And I can't seem to get the UK one either, Natalie. Is that there? Plus the other one, Shane.
Was that one?
What's that got?
That was just to how many, like if you sold 6 of the fizz, you'd have 330 QV, 6 of the shakes, 462. That was that one. Was that what you're after?
Yeah, no, that's a really, like, this is what they call the building blocks for Black Friday. So just this alone can help you to work towards building that. The other one I was thinking of, it's on Momentum Movers, and it shows you how much you earn as well.
Okay, I'll see if I can find it.
I'm just going to try and put that there. There we are. Yeah. Just put the gallery back on. Okay, oh, that's better. I can see that now. Sorry, guys. I'm an MVP, but do you think, like, seriously, with technology, I really struggle. I can do everything else, but technology, I struggle. But I'm getting there. So we'll just wait for Shane to get
How far down is it, Lou? Did you put it down? I'm just in Momentum Movers now.
Yeah.
Oh, the Christmas, how to make, was it that one?
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Got it. Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be close enough.
There we are. That's it. So how to make extra money for Christmas. So firstly, this is, as you can see, 10 of each, and there's 4,450 QV, and the earnings $730. So another way to build up the QV is to see who else in your team as well wants to make money for Christmas. And because it's not just us, but for me, I just think, who doesn't need money for Christmas right now? And we've got some of the incredible packs. So you've got the fizz tin, the beautiful makeup set, the jumbo hair. And what you can do, which is what we're doing now on Momentum Movers as well for Tracy's team, is that every time somebody sells one of these packs, they come on a Facebook and they post a boom. They post either a big boom, or they'll just write boom on there and what they've actually been able to sell. So you can use this alone to build up that. And that's what, 1, 2, 3, that's about 30 different sets, and they can be ordered from midnight to night, basically. So that's what I think is one of the biggest ways there, and being creative and look at people's needs. Where are they at? So if you were to look at your telephone now, if everyone can just look at their telephone for a moment, how many contacts are on your phone? Can you tell me? Stacy, fabulous, 400. Anybody else? Teresa, 217. Barbie, 101.
How do you know? How do you know?
Right at the bottom of your contacts, if you go right to Z, it actually tells you at the bottom.
Oh, does it?
Learned that.
314. 568.
Wow.
You've all got a list. Now, I was listening to 230 of ours, 653. So one of the, I think it was Alicia actually, and she was working towards Nation, and they had to get something like 60,000 QV through in 2 days. 2 days, 60,000 QV, something like that. So what they did was they remembered a training about the phone. So every one of them in the team pulled their phone out, and it ended up thousands of people between a group of them. They had a couple of thousand people there, and they just rang every single one of them. They contacted every single one of them. They let them know of the specials that were on, and that's how Alicia went over the line to National Vice President. They didn't let what they had to achieve, which was, they aren't exactly the figures, but it was something around those figures. That's actually what they had to achieve. So as you can see, if there's $1 million at the end of this, which, by the way, will support you to build a $1 million business, then you will find the way. If you set your RAS, the mind, to something, the mind has to find ways and create it. So it would be a great experiment for you to say, okay, I'm going to do this. Use the packs, all of the different packs that are there, and then to be able to contact each one of those people, not spamming in any way, shape or form, but to contact them with a nice voice message, not a text, but a nice voice message to them. Let them know, even if you haven't spoken to them for a long time, and just let them know what's on offer. I'm doing a whole Christmas buying marathon at the moment. I didn't want you to miss out on this. Love you to have a look at it. And look, for some people you might know, you might even put another pack together in a way, which is, like I was saying, it could be 25, 40 shakes to Christmas, whatever's going to suit. And I remember a while ago, guys, we did that when the weather was extremely hot and it was very humid. So the hydration sticks, the fizz sticks, are perfect for that. So I said, let's write a list of people who are working out in the sun. And honestly, the sale of fizz sticks went crazy, and it really boosted sales from one list. So when you're list building, break your list up into who actually works out in the sun, who needs fizz, who would that be really good for? And you'll come up with people who know somebody else. You know what? I know that guy. He's a he's a tradie. How many tradies do you know? How many fireys do you know right now? Like, look at that. My goodness gracious. Like, you look at so many people that are really suffering with energy. Who needs more energy? And just write a list. Who needs mind health? What people need mind health? What people are into anti-aging? Who do you know that would love to get, get fit for Christmas? So the thing with list building is break it up into products, because that's what they're going to relate to. That's going to fulfill that need for that person. And they're going to go, wow, they've really thought of me because this is something that I really need. So that's what I'll suggest, is to be able to break that down as much as possible. So how does that feel with you so far in these 12 days? What ideas has actually come up for you in what some of the things I just covered then?
There's some great ideas.
Yes, and great. What I did today, I just thought of it while you were talking, was I had a few people ask me, can you send me the makeup special that's coming out tomorrow? So I sent them that, and then I thought, didn't cover everything, and then I remembered the Ready in 5 makeup set is available, so I sent them that as well, and 2 of them came back and ordered the Ready in 5 makeup set. Because I just thought I wanted to cover, wanted to cover everything. So sometimes you just got to think a little bit more to tailor make what people want.
Yeah, and I think that's the real key, is to tailor make it. We have such a kaleidoscope of incredible products that everyone can use. And the number one key for someone purchasing from you is that you fulfill a need. And so sometimes, yes, we've got a whole myriad of these superb products. I used one of the new ones today, which was absolutely gorgeous, which I loved. But we have all of these incredible products, but we just need an in, like an icebreaker, a product that pinpoints. And people think, oh, well, that was nice, because we want to think about where they're at as well. And the other thing that you can do is, really quickly, with all your PCs and consultants that are buying mainly wholesale, so, grab some little thank you notes, a little packet of 10 from the $2 shop or something. Pop a sample of like a tea bag in there. Pop a fizz in there. Say, look, I know it's hot, guys, needing energy. Here's a couple of fizz sticks. Who do you know? We've got the most incredible blood orange, new limited edition coming out. Thought of you. Like, that can be written out in no time. If you can, like, how many people that maybe, okay, you want to appreciate people for the order that they've done, that they've been ordering from you. But what about the people that you just appreciate anyway in life? Yeah, it's really about getting in and being able to connect with people and being creative with the product and getting in front of people. So like I said, if you can, in your mind, think, okay, I'm getting paid $1 million to do 10,000 QV or 5,000 QV, and then get the RAS, that mind, to connect in with ideas. Because once that starts rolling, it starts rolling. And here's what's really interesting with the RAS. For Tracy's team, have you heard about the RAS that we often talk about? I did a talk at AAC on it. Just want to make sure I don't want to lose anybody in there. But it's basically a part of the brain. Fantastic, Nikki. So it's a part of the brain that it kind of connects us to the law of attraction. It's the physical energy that starts sending out like brain waves, literally, in order. It's a mechanism that is a problem solver. It's a problem solving mechanism. So if you say to that RS, right, this is the target, my target is 10,000, I want this, show me how to do it, okay? And then you get creative. Okay, let me start. I can do list building. Just write anything down. I can okay, from my phone, I can let these people need this, these people need to do this. I could contact this one through Facebook, this one through a message, a video message, voicemail. So I think this is what we want to do is have a look. So once you start that process, something absolutely completely magical happens. And I just get this all the time with things. It blows my mind. It's like your RAS, when you're so clear what you want, is it directly connects with people who want the same thing. So if you're doubting yourself, then you're going to be more, it doesn't give the RAS. The RAS is like a missile. It goes straight in to what you need. So if we don't give it a clear direction, we get confused. We don't get good ideas. We're not enthused. So having that clarity is what we really need. And it seems to connect with other people. So you want to check, where's your RAS right now, the reticular activating system? Where is it? Is it thinking about going to area or DM, or is it thinking about whatever it, is it being confused with doubts and things like that? So that's where it is to look at where am I creating a target for this? So creating this target for the next 12 days and just go like crazy at it. And you'll then start to see how you manifest and things are attracted to you. And I have that, I just have all that sort of stuff happen all the time, which is pretty crazy. And there was a book that I'd seen, and I'll say that there was a book that I saw by Brendan Burchard a couple of times when I was online called High Performance Habits, and it comes with a planner. And I thought to myself, gosh, that looks really good, but I was too busy. I thought, no, I'm not going to get distracted with that. But I thought I'll come back to it. Anyway, so go to our MVP forum, and sure enough, there it is, sitting in front of me. The company gave us that plus the planner. And I went, oh my God, this is so weird. That happens all the time to me, and little things. So I can think, you know what, I really want that. I haven't got time to worry about it now, but I want that. That's exactly what I need right now. Things come in all the time. But if you don't have clarity, then you're not giving the coordinates. So what are your coordinates for when you wake up on December 1st? Black Friday's just finished. It's been pushing all that because everyone's buying Black Friday, and you're working that. You're ringing people, letting them know about it. You wake up on December 1st, how much volume are you going to see on those web stats?
What?
Yeah. That's what you want to visualize. And you want to say RAS, that's what I want my web stats to look like. So then that means you've jumped out of the plane. That's good, Stacey, 40,000. That's good. And you just want to make sure that it's just a stretch for you, and experiment using the RAS that's going to give you a stretch, and watch how the ideas come in and things come to you that will actually make that happen. So that's the most important thing, is set your goal for that. Who's feeling a little bit more confident jumping out of the plane and going for it? What's your key takeaway at the moment?
My key takeaway would be to just finish the next 12 days really strong.
Yeah.
Like I'm earning $1 million, just like
right.
what you said.
Yeah. Yeah, fantastic. And who else? Who else would like to get my RAS on? That's it, Shelby. We've got to get our RAS on. Woohoo!
Yeah, stop overthinking it and just do it.
Yeah.
That's my problem.
Yeah. You know what? You're spot on there. It's Megan, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yes. And Megan, you're right. You know exactly what that is. We spend too much time overthinking it. That's why you've got to jump.
Yeah.
and we wonder why, or will this work out? We've got to stop trying to work it out. It's being able to truly trust, because we're already doing it. It already works. This is a company that's heading towards being a B Corp accredited. You can trust that and trust what we've got and just go for it. You can't lose anything.
That's true. Very true.
It's really what we lose by not doing it.
Yeah.
And I think that's the real key with that is we don't need to overthink it, because the overthinking isn't real. See, so if what you can do, Megan, that'll help override that, is set the RAS and be very clear of what you're going for. Therefore, the RAS will get your thoughts to think about that.
Getting focused.
That's right. We overthink when we don't have a target. It just sends everything, like it's like, all over the place. Doesn't know kind of where. It's like a fireworks when you see it go.
Sends you crazy.
Sends you crazy, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Because
Yeah,
you've got all these ideas which are your ideas, and they're so good, but they're just going, blah. It's horrible. But yeah, just do it. Just do it.
Yeah. So I think that's the key, is make it very simple. Get the contacts from the phone, the people and from that, let them know about the Black Friday specials that are there. And look, create some conversations. Just start to build that relationship. So when you go to all them this month, then now you've got some relationship building that's going to help take you into what's on offer coming up into December. So clarity, set that RAS, the phone leads there, break up some of those leads into individual products, as in this would be perfect. Treat each person with a lot of value. That's what's important. And an appreciation of how you feel, what need or needs can you fill for that person with the products.
Yeah.
Is that helpful, guys? Any questions around that? How do you feel with that? Ready to reset your RAS, $1 million, fantastic, commit myself, stop doing stuff. But yeah, exactly. Decide and do it. Yoni and Barbie needs only 1,000 QV. And you know what? With that, Barbie, smash it. As Linda Parker says, don't just do it, go through it. Go through the goal. If you need 2,500, go through it to 3,000. You need 1,000, go through it to 2,000, 3,000. But it is focused. And going into 2020, we want to have a big business of what we're going into. And don't forget, there's a vice president retreat around the corner in February. So that is going to be exceptional. So if you're wanting to do that, you want to have a big November and lead that into December and January to help with that, if that's where your figures are at now, to be able to do that. So you've got a plan there, and that's enough. You don't need much more to be able to work off. Just concentrate 12 hours for those 12 days. Shane, do you want to add to that?
Yeah, no, that was amazing. Thank you, Lou. I think you've put us all on track for the end of the month, and excited for what December actually has to offer as well, which is because there are some things coming out, aren't there, in December?
There are some really good packs and different stuff, which is a completely, it'll offer something completely different.
Yeah.
And I think what's important about the Black Friday and being able to really, because Black Friday is a great reason to reach out, because this is what I'll guarantee. Every other corporation is talking to the people with their Black Friday deals. Everyone at Black Friday expects a deal, and we've got incredible deals. So by offering them this is like an icebreaker to talk to them. But then we've also got the fact that then that opens up the conversation to become a consultant as another step into that as well. So it's a great way to be able to do it. And so how many customers does that work out at, say, 5,000 QV, Shane?
Ooh, 5,000 QV divided by how much QV per? It's just the your Christmas, making money for Christmas.
Yeah, so that's 30 packs. So that's 30 customers. That's, say, 32 customers.
Yeah.
In 12 days.
Doing 156 QV.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing.
It's nothing. It's so doable.
It's 5,000 QV, just like that.
Yeah. If you're doing 5,000 and a bit QV, you know, and the earnings, like your district manager earnings, bonuses and that 730 can turn into a couple of $1,000.
Yeah, that's like buying one box of blood orange fizz and one cinnamon roll shake. There's kind of 150 QV there.
Yeah, that's right. So there's lots of flies around and things like that. So who's ready to go? And I think when you have the phone, just really set your RAS and set your schedule too. Let people know around you're going to be busy. You're going to be working on some Christmas cash. You're going to be getting this out. And also asking other people, who else do they know? Who can have a few people around for a Friday frenzy? What bosses want you to go into the lunchroom and share some things? You know, so like those tins of fizzes, how many bosses could buy those tins of fizzes for the lunchroom?
Mm. Absolutely.
There needs to be a fizz tin in every single office.
That's it.
You could go around with a basket of those fizz tins in the lunchroom. Increase your productivity. Hey, don't laugh. Shane will tell you, we used to do that. I've got a hole in the bottom of my stiletto sole there where I walked and just walked into businesses to get to region and went into the desk. Some of them wouldn't let us in. And I remember one day Marie and I were doing it and we just go and say, hi, we're doing Arbonne. And look, we didn't have fizz by that. We didn't have anything like, you know, you've got now. And we just sort of say, look, we're doing Pamper Days, lunchroom, we're doing boardroom Pampers. We'd love to come and do it. And we actually did book quite a few. It's, boardroom Pampers. Oh, that's all right. So, yeah, and I've actually kept those shoes because they were beautiful pair of designer shoes that I had from years back, and they're little stilettos, and they had just a hole all scraped through into it. So, guys, I do this. I know what it's like, but I can tell you what, it built over $100 million in sales. So
wow.
I don't think for 1 minute what you're not doing isn't going to grow into something else. You've got to get your vision goggles on, get your 2020 vision going for 2020 and get into action and jump out of that plane. And just leave all your suitcases in there, in the plane. Just jump with your parachute. That's the way to do it.
Thank you, Lou.
It's a pleasure.
Anyone got any questions for Lou before we clock off for tonight? No.
Thank you, Lou. It was great.
I think everybody's just thinking, it's like, okay, let me set that RAS.
I want to hang up now and go through my phone.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much, Lou. Really appreciate it. And have an awesome rest of November, everybody. Thanks for your time.
Looking forward to seeing you all there at the, I don't know, maybe VP retreat. That would be very good.
That would be good. Hope to see you there. Thanks, Lou.
Bye, Renee. Bye, guys.
Thank you, girls. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.